Yo, what up guys? Welcome back to this channel. And today we have let me zoom in the little Victini here. We have another video of Victini VMAX versus. This is the one where I play against Urshifu feat Sarah Aura bench damage. So let's take a look here and see how it performs. If I'm not mistaken, I do not have the video here yet. Whoopsie daisy. But let's go ahead and click here. I have a bunch of videos, and here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look here, and then put here. Now we start. Now we start for sure. My opponent is, I think my opponent is going first, if I'm not mistaken. And he almost forget the prices. Always make sure you have the prices there. You can get one auto loss super quick. But there it is. My opponent start with the Kissimmee, which has an annoying ability that does, I think, is 30 more damage to your Pokemon GS and V Pokemons. So it's pretty good. And my opponent is going to be playing Pokemon Communication, putting that Urshifu back into the deck, and getting that sexy Blaziken, so that for next turn he can do quite a bit of a damage, if you know what I mean. And I think he's going back because he has a quick ball there. Yep, there it is. Quick ball, discarding that energy there. Getting it set up for probably Tapu Koko Prism Star, or for the Blaziken attack for next turn. Let's see what else my opponent can do here. That's a Crobat 4/4. Yeah, and he draws another energy Pokemon Communication. I think he needs to get here that Urshifu, the baby Urshifu here, so he can get an attacker already. A second attacker. Sorry. But he's gonna go for the Remoraid here. The Remoraid is also good because it can get you that if you are playing Rapid, Blaziken, Sarah Aura, and Urshifu, and then your enemy opponent is playing Crushing Hammers, you can easily evolve that Remoraid into Octillery, get the Rapid energy, and you're good to go. And then off we go with my turn. Chi-Chi, putting Chi-Chi back into the deck. Here we went second, so we want to set up with Rapidash here. We must play it no matter what. And then we're going back in, discarding a boss's order. Discarding a boss's order this early in the game is good because you can also play Elder Gods and get it back and then play it. So that's quite good. But what we need here is a welder. Yeah, welder for 2, beautiful. And we have a switch air balloon. So pretty good combo there. I don't think I want to play that Dendene now, if I'm not mistaken, but I think I will. I attach energy into the Jirachi due to the fact that I can get Heatran and also take that out of there. And yeah, my opponent was trading cards and he got that sweet Snorlax. Freaking beautiful. Hell yeah. And Chi-Chi getting myself a Hearth. And then I will do the switch, prepping up that Bat Boy, Air Balloon, and then Dendene for 6. Awesome it is. We haven't even used the stadium yet, so that's pretty good. Pretty good indeed. And we have, do we have a Victini? Nope, but we're gonna get it. We are going to get it. Putting that Calm the Sard, getting that Victini, so that way we have a second attacker. that can come in and devour that Blaziken for next turn. Yep, and then that's pretty much it. All I have to do is leave it on horn that Blaziken for quite a bit of damage. We're gonna keep thinning, getting energies in hand before we attack. And now we go ahead and do Libra Horn into the Blaziken. I think it is 170. Not 170. I think it's something like that. The numbers are there. So even if my opponents evolve that Blaziken and decides to attack, he can take a knockout. Yes, he can accelerate energy into the Urshifu, but he won't be able to knock my Rapidash here. And if I do not get myself a Mew, I'm gonna be in a very bad spot, if I'm not mistaken. My opponent, I think, hasn't benched the Zero Aura, but it doesn't matter. He has the Urshifu there. He can just easily evolve that and just spread damage. He does 120 to the bench. It'll be 120, 130, 140, 150. I think it will be one short to knocking out that Dendene, but spreading 150 in bench is quite relevant, to be honest. Quite relevant indeed. My opponent there deciding whether or not he's going to be playing, to be using the Octillery ability, which I think he must. I don't know if he has a switch in hand, so that way he can get that Kissimmee out of the active and get the combo going. I'm trying to see if I can get a pick of his hand here. And well, I couldn't see, but there he goes, getting the Blaziken VMAX. Now all my opponent needs is a switch, which I think he does not have, to be honest. And that is a Spiral Energy, but there it is. He has Escape Rope, which is really, really good. Checking my hand here. Giving him the Dendene, because like I said, he can knock it out because he will be 30 damage short, but still he will be able to accelerate energies. So that's quite good, quite good. And then, oh, he's only going to do 60. He went for... I don't think he can do the... Oh, I didn't caught that. Oops. He couldn't use the first attack. He should have used the second one, because he does not have a fire energy. Whoopsie daisies, silly me. Well, I was like so hyped. I was like probably nervous. I wasn't even paying attention to that. But that's what we record to get those little tiny mistakes that we don't get. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We Gucci. Picking that Jirachi, putting that Jirachi back into the hand with the calm communication. Checking for the VMAX. There it is. Evolving the VMAX. That was very stupid. I should have caught that. But like I said, it doesn't matter. There's a non-sanctioned tournament here. We're just playing. And now I do 220. And taking my first 3 prizes. Remember, we did Libra Horn into that into the baby Blaziken, so the numbers add up. So that's pretty good. And now my opponent here is quite even in a pickle, because I think if he would have noticed that he needed to use the second attack, he would have done 130 and accelerate another energy into that Urshifu, so that way he could have knocked, he could have do like spread damage or something. But you know, little tiny mistakes that we make here and there. But that's why we record, to get a feeling. And there it is, another escape rope. I promote the Libra Horn Rapid Dash, and he promotes the Urshifu. If he evolves, he will be doing 150 into the active, and that way, oh, yeah. All he needs, but he has the ability of the artillery, so he can just easily get that ability, get the Urshifu VMAX, and just, I think, can do the damage. But I think it needs to be evolved before you can do the first attack, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how it works. So before he used the escape rope, he should have evolved and then get something. But he used the John Hart, see if he had the supporter, and then he getting that supporter out of with the ability of artillery. I think those two cards that he has in the hand is the Boss's Order and a telescopic scythe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, telescopic scythe. I should have. I mean, yeah, he already has some tool attached into the active, so I don't think he. Yeah, to make better use of Karina's focus, might as well attach that tool into the Octi. But I don't think my opponent has that good of a hand, or because he has energy. So there it is, another. I think that's a spiral energy. I'm not quite sure what it does. But there it is. He forgot that he played Karina's focus, so that juicy combo would not work, my friend. All you have to do is probably strafe and do 30 into the active. Yep, that's what he's gonna do. He did not get the evolution there, and we top deck a welder. I think what we need here is a Eldegoss. Remember what I said about that Eldegoss play? There it is. That's a good thing, having a Boss's Order in the discard pile, because you can easily just, if you're in a bad situation and you do not have Jirachi to get that boss's, Eldegoss does the trick for you. But there it is, getting that Eldegoss. Boss the Urshifu. He knows that it's gonna get knocked out, so he just puts it in the in the discard pile and promotes the Octi. And I take my other two prices, and now all we need for sure is a Heatran to knock out the artillery, or a Boss's Order, because if we attack the Octi, we only doing 100 damage. If we attack the Pissimian, I think the Pissimian has 120 HP also, so we're not gonna take a knockout there. We can't take a knockout in the artillery, but if we get ourselves that Boss's Order, we can knock out the Crobat and take the dub. And I think if we have a quick bow, we can easily get the Heatran. And then bench the Heatran, Giant Heart, attach energy, retreat, pay the retreat cost from the Victini, and then 130 into that Octoboy and take the dub. I think those are the two win conditions here for me. Getting myself a boss and getting myself a quick bow. That is it. And my opponent uses the item. I think it is the ordinary rod. Uh, he plays the ordinary rod. Comes. He needs to put. I forgot. I don't know. I didn't quite see what Pokemon he put back, but yeah. He puts back Get Dendene with the calm. Ordinary Rod, put Dendene in Urshifu, and then switch it out with it. I forgot. I didn't quite read what he did there, but I think he did what I think he did. He did Ordinary Rod, put the Dendene and the Urshifu in the deck, and then Pokemon Communication. Put a Pokemon back in, get Dendene, and that's how the Veggie rolls. And my opponent's gonna be doing the boss's order, putting that Eldegoss in the active, and now we need like I said, a boss's order and a quick ball in order to, get out of that position that we're in, and we do a welder into the active. Didn't draw what we needed, the quick ball. So that's pretty bad. We have Jirachi, so we can also bench Jirachi, retreat, pay the retreat cost for 1, and then I don't know what the hell I'm doing there with the cards. But yeah, there it is. Attach another energy into the Victini, so that way, if I can get my hands on that quick ball or something. But yeah, and then what we can do here is Libra Horn, spread damage there, and then wait for that big boy play. Because right now, like I said, right now what we need is the quick ball and the Jirachi. That's all we need. So now we are in top deck mode, but in the meantime we are going to be spreading damage. And my opponent benches another Urshifu and attaches Air Balloon, then Research. I think if my opponent, if I don't draw the cards that I need, my opponent can power up that Urshifu and then use the attack and do 120 into the active, not knocking it out because I got 30. So he will only be doing 120, but he will be taking a knockout there in the Dendene. If he spread damage, knocks out my Dendene, and puts damage into the Victini, I think he will get there because I can't quite shot him. But like I said, this is like a weird situation what we're having here. Because if my opponent does not start putting energies into the Urshifu, he won't get that far. Also, and then he discards a Remoraid to see what he has left in deck, so that he can do a combo there. But I think we're good. We're in a very good position due to the fact that my opponent cannot take a knockout here at all. I think he can because he has that Dendene in the active. If he leaves it in the active, I can just retreat and knock out and win the game. If he puts the Remoraid, he can survive. If he put the Passimian, he can survive. But if he promotes the Crobat and Urshifu, he gets knocked out. So yeah, we're gonna take a look here, see what we can do. Cause like I said, my opponent cannot attack. So what I'm gonna be doing is spread damage with the Libra Horn. I think that's spread damage until he decides to attack. Cause right now the only two Pokemon that are damaged is Dendene and Rapidash. and he can't quite take a knockout in the rapid dash. And the only like free, not free prices, but the only prices that he can take is the Dene. But by the time that he does that, I think it will be already checkmate. So I don't see a way that my opponent can win here in this situation. There it is. He's popping up that Coco, accelerating energy probably into the Dene. Yeah, there it is. And Urshifu. Also, what my opponent can do is Tandem Shock GX, I think it is the name, and paralyze us, and buy him like an extra turn. So that's another annoying fact that we had to take in consideration. And then he attaches energy and then pass it to me. I draw a reset stamp out of it, but like I said, we need, and also to protect ourselves, we need a Mew. We don't have a Mew, so that's another thing that we are also taking a risk there. And there it is, Marshadow popping up that stadium, leaving my opponent without stadiums there. I think I should have played the Jirachi in another turn. And my opponent is like, why are you putting so much energy into the Victini? And I will like that Heatran play. I wanna get that Heatran to one shot anything. And there it is. We have Boss's Order, we have Switch, and we have Escape. Whatchamacallit? The Scoop Up. What I should have done is probably get the Boss's Order instead of the Scoop Up, because my opponent has a Boss's Order in hand. So since my opponent has a Boss's Order in hand, he can get the ability Octane, get an energy into the Dendene, and do that Tandem Shock. So I don't want to put yeah, I think I should have gotten the Boss's Order with that Stellar Wish, and leave. I mean, either way, if I leave the Victini in the active, he can do Boss's Order and just gust it, and then do the GX and paralyze me. But yeah, and then what I'm gonna do here is just Libra Horn that Urshifu, and then hope for the best. Because I think that even though if we would have gotten the Switch, I mean, if we would have gotten the Switch, that'll be a very like a best thing to do. Because if he promotes the Dendene, then I can get out of the paralysis. I think I should have gotten the Switch. If I would have gotten the Switch, that would be even better, to be honest. And then checkmate win. But like I said, I think I already have my opponent in a checkmate, though, because he's not doing damage. He should have done a lot of damage early in the game, but I prevented it, taking a knockout in that Blaziken. And also, instead of using the first attack, he should have used the 130 accelerated the energy, but he didn't caught that error, and I did not caught that error. So that is a misplay on his part, and misplay on mine because I didn't saw it. But I don't think it would have, I mean, it would have made a difference on his end, but on my end it would have stayed the same scenario. So now here he is trying to, also what my opponent can do here is reset stamp me into one card. and then it bosses order GX, and that could possibly win him the game. That is what I think he's trying to do here. Trying to get that Reese stamp, because I think that's like the best chance that he has to actually put me in a checkmate position where I cannot just do anything, because I think I have exhausted the resources that I have, and he playing that Marnie actually put us in an advantage, because now we draw Scuba, we draw Switch, we draw Dendenne. Now my opponent is like, he's about to lose right now, because even though he does, if he does the Dendenne play, I can just switch and knockout. I don't need the Heatran. So yeah. And if my opponent decides to wait and skip a turn, I have Dendenne, so I can dig more through the deck and just, you know. Yeah, there it is. He's going to switch. But also, he cannot take a knockout into the Rapidash, because he's only doing 120. So I think he's going to take a knockout into the Dendenne and a knockout and damage onto the Victini. Yep, there it is. Now he's going to take his first 2 prizes, but now I think that's pretty much it. I'll go like, yeah, draw energy, switch, and then 220 knockout. Yeah, so that will be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. There, I committed a misplay. I should have instead of picking up the scoop up net, I should have picked up the boss's order, so that way in my second turn I could have just boss and then win. I think that was a misplay on my end there, and then win the game. But overall, I did pretty good in like doing the boss and putting pressure in my opponent with those boss's orders in the beginning of the game. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, drop a like, smash it as hard as you can. And then if you're new to the channel, please sub. That will help me a lot. That will give me more motivation to put more videos out of here. And then also, if you guys are watching, if you guys are from the Orlando area, there is another big tournament coming out, hosted by House Rules. It is a Chilling Reign type of game tournament. It's a 32-player tournament, same as the 1K, but instead of being the prize pool of being 1K, it'll be I think first prize you get a booster box of Chilling Reign and a booster box of Vivid Voltage. So you get 2 booster boxes. If you get first place, if you get second place, you get 1 booster box of Chilling Reign, and I think the top 13 players get prizes, if I'm not mistaken. But if you guys want, I can just leave a link to the site so that you guys can just click there and just go straight to the site and just sign up, because it'll be on the 24th of Saturday of this month, the 24th. And so if you are from the Orlando area, I hope you guys to see you over there and, you know, have fun. So like I said, without further ado, guys, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.